In 1999, a forensic cardiologist at Columbia University received a tissue sample for analysis. He was told only that it was of unknown origin. Under the microscope, he identified it immediately: human cardiac muscle, left ventricle, in a state of severe inflammation, as if the heart had been under extreme distress at the moment of death. The sample, he said, showed signs consistent with a living person. Then he was told what it actually was: a consecrated host that had been found deteriorating on a church floor in Buenos Aires 3 years earlier. On August 18, 1996, a priest at the Church of Santa Maria in Buenos Aires discovered a discarded communion host on a candle holder near the back of the nave. Rather than discard it, he placed it in a container of water, the standard practice for allowing a host to dissolve. Over the following weeks, instead of dissolving, the host began to transform. By late September, it had become a reddish, fleshy substance. The priest photographed it, sealed it, and contacted the Archdiocese of Buenos Aires, then led by Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio, who would later become Pope Francis. Cardinal Bergoglio ordered the substance photographed and preserved, but kept the matter confidential. In 1999, he authorized a scientific analysis. The sample was sent to a laboratory in New York. The scientist who received it, Dr. Frederick Zugibe, chief medical examiner of Rockland County and a professor of forensic pathology at Columbia, was given no information about its origin. His analysis was methodical and detailed. The tissue was not degraded. It was not ancient. It was, in his professional assessment, fresh cardiac muscle from a living human being, and it showed signs of extreme trauma. When Dr. Zugibe was finally informed of the sample's origin, he stated publicly that he had no scientific explanation for what he had found. The tissue was human. The blood type was AB, the same rare type identified in the bloodstains of the Shroud of Turin. In 2004, independent DNA analysis confirmed the results. A second Eucharistic transformation with identical characteristics had occurred in Buenos Aires in 1992, and a third in 1994. All three yielding the same tissue type, the same blood group, the same markers of cardiac inflammation. None of the three samples have been explained by any laboratory that has examined them. The Catholic Church has not issued a formal declaration of miracle for the Buenos Aires events. Cardinal Bergoglio himself was known for proceeding with extraordinary caution. But the documentation exists: the photographs, the chain of custody, the laboratory reports, the scientist's own recorded statements. Dr. Zugibe died in 2013 without revising his conclusion. What was placed on a church floor in Buenos Aires in 1996 and sent to a laboratory in New York 3 years later remains, by the assessment of the scientist who examined it, a piece of living human heart, and no one has offered a more complete explanation than that.